isn't it? Let's talk to Ryan Sabey, Deputy Political Editor at The Sun. Ryan, very good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike.
Good to see you, sir. Big piece in The Sun today. Labour telling their own Prime Minister that he needs to get his act together or he might risk losing the actual election. I mean, this is pretty unprecedented stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. And and also I think the fact that it's happening so early in the election cycle, just about a year or so since the last election. And you can just feel it when I speak to Labour MPs, Labour ministers. They are very, very jittery. Immigration has always been one of the sort of big three subjects where you compare it to the cost of living crisis and the NHS. But it just seems to be ratcheting up even higher. And we've had backbenchers, Joe White, Graham Stringer, Jonathan Brash, all talking about how there will be an electoral reckoning if Sir Keir Starmer doesn't actually get to grips with this. Now, it's all very well and good having smaller policies and saying there's no silver bullet that's going to take a whole plethora of policies to actually get on top of dealing with illegal migration. But nothing seems to be happening. Nothing seems to be changing. The numbers still seem to be very, very high. And you contrast that with the small sort of measures that the government are coming up with. You compare that with this sort of big bang attitude and policies of Nigel Farage today, who says we're going to leave the European Convention of Human Rights. People are going to be deported. They're going to be held within a month in detention centres or migration centres and then sent back to the country where they came from. It's like chalk and cheese. I think that Sir Keir Starmer just needs to ratchet it up again and actually find that big policy, that big deterrent to actually make a difference, because the numbers coming across on small boats just aren't coming down.
No, of course they're not. 212 people reached Britain, I believe, on Sunday, because last week it was pretty much nil because of the weather and because of the way the wind was blowing. But as soon as the wind becomes favourable again, you start getting back into the hundreds. We're told there's about 6 boats which already have been picked up in the Channel today alone, which probably means that'll be another 700 or 800 possibly. And the list just keeps going on and on and on. I mean, one of the things I was going to ask you, the Times today have got a piece saying that Keir Starmer is going to deport 100 people or return them to France, right? Doesn't say, they still have never said where they're holding these people. They've still never said where they're being detained. I don't know whether you know. But they also admitted back in the beginning of this month, when they said they were going to detain people, that those people would still have the right to hire a lawyer to challenge their deportation.